matchup, Jim Begley?
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige them.
Number 16, Rodri.
So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this player, Anthony Gordon, is someone who's really impressed me in recent games. He's very hard-working, quite versatile, he has an excellent attitude, and he just keeps on ploughing away. I'm just curious to see whether he'll be allowed to operate more like an inside forward, because that's when he seems to be at his most productive.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
This might spell danger. Shot a goal! Tries to get it clear.
Jacob Murphy.
Livramento. Up towards the front line. That has been knocked clear. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Doku on a charge down the left. Showing good feet. Cherki. Real chance here. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Referee has just said play on. Hall, and it's played forward. That was just lacking in accuracy. Lewis. Foden. Cherki. It's really well cleared. Foden. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bernardo Silva. Guardiola, and that's aimed into the middle. He's had a shot! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And he's there to clear it. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. It's going to go a long way. Rodri. Cherki. Lewis. Guardiola. And it's Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva stood his ground strongly. Cherki. Oh, that's neat. Bernardo Silva knocks it out wide. Guardiola. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's straight offside. Willock. Murphy. Willock. Aim forwards. And it's hoisted clear. Rodri, gently done. Bernardo Silva. Nice physical challenge. Bernardo Silva really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's his shooting! Xiao. It's a lovely, neat pass. Ah, he's given it away. And he's found a way past. He's having a shot! And he has been fouled there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Danger averted for now. That's a throw. Joelinton. He whips it across. And he's heaved it away. Haaland. Stones forwards and with intent. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Muscular approach does pay off here. Gordon. And played right into his path. And the finish! He's delivered all right!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Goal for Newcastle United. After 6 minutes is number 9.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Stones. Lewis. Foden. Cherki. Great defending, strong and determined. Willock. Murphy providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Livramento. Played into the middle. Gets his head on it! Well, the ball's come loose here.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
And the keeper has it. Paul. Oh, Red, nice interception. Moved on forwards. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Doku tries looking up for options on the left. Time to deliver. And that has been cleared. And here's Haaland. Haaland. Looking to break at pace, and that could set him on his way. Gordon gets into some space, lofted in. Guardiola is there, and he can get that clear. Stones. Cherky. That's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the right. Now it's Foden. Foden! Paul gets it clear. Does really well to win the ball there. Murphy. Here's Willock. He has found the way through. Cleared away. Livramento tries making a foray down the right. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Done delicately. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's been won straight back. Bruno Guimaraes. Livramento. And he cuts out the supply. Stones shifted upfield. Lewis. And here's Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. Turns and goes back. Rodri. Oh, he's in! And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
Bernardo Silva with the short one. Oh, what a... It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Linton moved on forwards. Stones gets over and intercepts. Rodri. And here's Haaland. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's an exciting looking ball, that. Cherky. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. There are a few waiting for it. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Cherky! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Cherky. Ruben Dias. Cherky. And it's played forward. Hall. That's really well manoeuvred. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Ruben Dias. Doku. Fadio. Doku. Very nicely done. Willock did well to emerge with. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Murphy is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Could move up a gear here. He's shifting through the gears here. Rodri wins the duel this time. Cherki. Better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
And here's Doku. It's good defending, very good defending. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Bernardo Silva. Foden. Cherki. Lewis closing in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Paul gently done. Ruben Dias can get it clear. Botman aim forwards. Paul played into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Foden. Lewis looking to hit the byline here. And that's a throw. Cherki. Lovely, now then. Gordon. That is a great pick out. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Lewis. Oh, can he get onto this? Botman. Ah, this looks sharp. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Haaland. He's away. That's a fabulous ball. Paul with a fine tackle. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a good ball. Ah, such a clever touch. Botman, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Linton, and here's Gordon, and it's Hall. Hit into the middle. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Bernardo Silva, forwards and with intent. Rodri. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Lewis charging forward down that flank. Lewis tries a cross. It's gone for a throw-in. Bernardo Silva. Lovely bit of skill. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. Can he finish? Big relief. It just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable at playing on the break. They're really swift.
Stones aim forwards. And here's Haaland. Bruno Guimaraes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Paul. Has a look and plays it forward. Nice looking ball. Ruben Dias is there and he can get that clear. Guardiola tries to clear. Great ball if he can get there. Stones gets across to intercept that. Guardiola. Ruben Dias, good looking ball. Paul, nicely aimed pass. Bernardo Silva. And here's Doku.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Doku. Guardiola. And it's played forward. Gordon have it back and can go again. It's an exciting looking ball that. Cherki. Foden. Willock. That's really well manoeuvred. Here's Gordon. Gordon. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Over to the left. Doku. Cross goes in there. Climbs up big. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bernardo Silva falls short. Plenty waiting in the middle. Cherki, he is through here. Joelinton is there and he can get that clear. And it's Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Can he deliver? Lewis. Oh, it's played into the area. And here's the chance to counter. Foden. Oh, nice touch. Played in by Foden. Linton. Deftly away. Cherky. And the counter is on. Paul. Xiao. Paul shifted upfield. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cherky. Here's Foden. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Willock. And here's Gordon. Defending of the desperate variety. Out to the right. Livramento hangs one in. Donnarumma claims it. And the danger passes. Foden. Cherky. Lewis. Cherky. It's Linton. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gordon. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Haaland. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Linton. Gordon. Gordon's cross. And it's hoisted clear. No routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, smashing header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Xiao, gently done. Vardiol. Cherky. Moved on forwards. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Here's Willock. And he shoots! So close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Willock clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Bernardo Silva is there and he can get that clear. Linton. Lovely feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Cherky. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. And here's Richards! trouble. Doku is flagged offside. Bernardo Silva proves too strong. Willock do have a chance to counter here. And here's Joelinton. Joelinton! That was a matter of inches.
Joelinton, well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Cherki, Bernardo Silva, and it's played forward. Haaland laid out to the left flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gordon going full steam ahead down the left flank. Up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Bernardo Silva. Guardiola. Rodri. Haaland. Rodri. Lewis. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Here's a chance!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Bruno Guimaraes, gently done. Murphy. He's done very well to get to that.
Jacob Murphy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Behind. Ruben Dias, forwards and with intent. Stones. Bernardo Silva. Really well manoeuvred. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
That is as far as they're going to go.
Clearly not happy with that. Hall, he's fizzed it forward. And here's Murphy. Decent chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rodri. Played towards the other side. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And they can counter here. Joelinton. Strong running down that left flank. Quality ball. Great position here, and the shot! Guardiola gets rid without sophistication. once more.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Goal for Newcastle United. After 31 minutes is number 9.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Cherki, aim forwards. Rodri. Doku. Rodri. Cherki. Rodri. Cherki. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that it shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
32 minutes is
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Vardiol, and he goes cross-field. Now it's Foden. Botman getting this one clear. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Bernardo's chance for a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Bernardo Silva clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Murphy's cross. That has been knocked clear. And now the breakaway. Botman. Chow. Chow. It's a sharp pass. Throwing. Doku. Willock wins the duel this time. Oh, can he get onto this? Cherki. Out to the left it goes. Doku. Livramento gets good distance on it. Cherki. Played into space. It's a throw-in. And that has been clubbed away. Vardiol. Cherki. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Livramento. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Ruben Dias. Lewis, gently done. Botman is there and he can get that clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Paul. Oh, shooting chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Rodri. Cherki. Lewis. That's been drilled forward. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Paul forwards and with intent. Stones. Played into space out wide. And he thumps it clear. That is lovely. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Livramento driven forward. Bernardo Silva. Xiao. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that was very necessary. It's gone out for a throw-in. Willock. Xiao goes forward. Cherki. Foden. Oh, that's nice. Cherki. Now it's Foden. Delivered with swing. Xiao with the clearance. And claimed it back swiftly. Vardiol. And here's Doku. Nice control. Now it's Doku. Doku. And he's there to get it away. Rodri. Rodri. Now he's got space here. Calmly anticipates. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Cherki moved on forwards. Botman. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Spread out to the left. Gordon! And he's managed to get free. Now, what about this cross? That was asking just too much of him. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Guardiol. And here's Doku. That's good play. Thinks about... Can he finish? And that has been cleared. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Guardiol. Now it's Doku. Gordon is onto it in a flash. Cherki. Foden. Willock. Doku. Guardiol. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Livramento. It's a sharp pass. Nicely intercepted. Rodri shifted upfield. Doku. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Cherki up towards the front line. Rodri. And here's Doku. And here's Haaland. It's anyone's ball now. That has been knocked clear. Rodri. Cherki. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Big chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tries to get it clear. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Lewis. Cherki. Thinks one through. Out of play for a goal kick. Hall. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Willock. Now who's going to be first to this? Over to the left. Chow is the guilty party there. Guardiol. That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Doku. Doku played in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Doku tries across. He can get that clear. Cleared without complication. He came in hard, very hard. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, good spread. Here's Foden. And it's Lewis. Nicely shaped cross. And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Cherki. Rodri. Cherki. So who's he picking out? The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Looks across and plays it in. Cherki. Lewis could try cutting inside here. Defending of the desperate variety. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. That's very neat. Aimed into... Oh, smashing! It's in! And right on half-time, that is telling. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
After 45 minutes is number 9, Erling Haaland.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Willock. And it's Guimaraes. Real chance! Goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Number 7, Joelinton.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Lewis played out towards the right wing. Cross in. Bullish header! Oh, brilliant save by Pope! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Joelinton attempts a clearance. Bernardo Silva. Shot, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bernardo Silva really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Short changes him with that pass. Doku. Now it's Foden. Lewis. He can get that clear. Corner it is. And he's there to clear it. And here's Doku. Chooses to go back. This has gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Foden! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Lewis, now here's the delivery. Cherki. Oh, this looks sharp. That has been cut short. Foden. Ball comes in. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Cherki. Stones. Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And there's the end of the first half.
This is a message for Adriano Negri. Happy birthday, Adriano, and have a fantastic day from your friends Rachel Armstrong and Matthew.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Livramento. Stones cuts it out. Lewis. Foden. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Jacob Murphy. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bruno Guimaraes. Xiao. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rodri. Vardiol. And here's Doku. Shot a goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Joelinton tries to clear. Doku. Oh, sweet feet. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Lewis. Played back in. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. Bernardo Silva takes a shot! And it's cut. They've done it! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Keeper's got good distance on that. Stones. Hall. Gordon. Linton, and it's played forward, and that has been cleared. That's a dangerous ball. Rodri getting this one clear. And it's Hall. Gordon. Looking for a decent ball in. And that is out of play. A chance to play it in. Murphy. So much time and space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Stones aim forwards. Botman forwards and with intent. And that's been won straight back. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Well, this is a terrific run. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Foden. Lewis. Lewis, gently done. Linton does really well to win the ball there. Hall is onto it in a flash. Cherki. And here's Foden. Foden. That's tidy. Hit into the middle. And that was very necessary. Lewis. Now it's Foden. Delivered across. That has been knocked clear. In climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Rodri aim forwards. Receives it in a good position here. Guardiol. Bernardo Silva succumbs to the pressure. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Plays it through. Murphy. Moved on forwards. Lewis. Foden. Lewis. Lewis forwards and with intent. And it's Bernardo Silva. And the finish!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Guardiol. Ruben Dias, nicely aimed pass. Hall, long ball upfield. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Foden.
Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. And it's played forward. Bernardo Silva. And here's Doku. Now it's Haaland! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bernardo Silva plays it short. And that's aimed into the middle. Haaland! Now that's a fine challenge.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Joe Linton. And it's made its way to him. Out to the left it goes. Paul, chance! Ruben Dias. That's really well manoeuvred. Lewis. Cherki. Foden. Nice control. Lewis. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Great defending, strong and determined. Hall, good-looking ball. Stones shifted upfield. Moved on forwards. Can he spark a counter here? Gordon. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Stones. Lewis. Cherki. Foden. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Played into the middle. And it's corner. Joe Linton tries to clear. Good play on the left-hand side here.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Cherki. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Goes for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Hall, aimed forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. And that pass just didn't quite work. And And it's Willock. Referee's given a throw. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva forwards and with intent. Livramento. Well timed, excellent interception. Haaland. Livramento is there and he can get that clear. Into the channel. Goes for the header! It's a goal! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Well, he had a choice to make. He could have gone with his foot, but he got it absolutely right with that diving header. Brilliant.
Goal for Manchester City. After 57 minutes is number 9, Erling Haaland.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Haaland. Bruno Guimaraes wins the duel this time. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, good shapes to shoot! And he shoots! And yes, it's there! Pope, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Manchester City.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off them.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt we'll be looking to cause even more damage here.
Rodri. Cherki. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Cherki. He can run onto that. Foden delivered in. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. The pass is intercepted. Vardiol. That's really well manoeuvred. Vardiol. Cherki. Here's Foden. Jacob Murphy. Quality ball. Willock. Murphy. Oh, nice touch. Picks it up out wide. That's the throw. Murphy. Murphy! It's gone in and it is an own goal!
This is a message for away supporters. At full time, can you
I've
please
been there
remain
myself,
where you
and
are
that's the
and
last thing he wanted to happen.
outside
I
the stand?
really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Stones, that's a clever-looking ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
And it's hoisted clear. Lewis. Looking for a decent ball in. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good spread. Lewis, that's a delicate pass. Foden goes short. Serves up across. Rodri. Vardiol. That's been drilled forward. Cleared away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Botman gently done. Played out to the right. Jacob Murphy. Livramento. Botman. That's really well manoeuvred. Lewis. And it's played forward. That pass has been well intercepted. Murphy. Murphy has a look inside the box. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And they've got rid. Stones have it back and can go again. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Botman driven forward. Gordon. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Now it's Foden. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Played out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Lovely ball and a Cherki!
Cherki made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Thiaw goes forward. Rodri shifted upfield. Haaland played out to the left flank. Big chance! That's going to go a long way. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Foden. Lovely feet. No way through, so back it comes. And he's well positioned here. Doku! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Out to the right. That has been cut short. Murphy. He's got away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a throw. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. And it's Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Oh, shooting chance!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Livramento. Cross goes in there. Cleared away. Bruno Guimaraes. Out towards the flank. And here's Murphy. Lovely bit of skill. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. That has been knocked clear. And it's Guimaraes. Here's Willock. There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Willock clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution for Manchester City.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Coming onto the pitch.
Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. And here's Murphy. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, it's come loose. And he's there to clear it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Haaland. Vardier. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Joe Linton, early ball out from the back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Paul, oh, there's a probing ball. Cherki. Stones spread out to the left. Jacob Murphy. Thiaw, aim forwards. Stones getting this one clear. Let's a look and place it forward. Well, that's well seen too. Ruben Diaz, forwards and with intent. Lewis. Livramento. Moved on forwards. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rodri. Haaland. It's a threatening ball. Oh, good spread. Lewis. Now here's the delivery. That's been won straight back. And here's Haaland. Oh, what a ball! And Bernardo Silva! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Stones shifted upfield. Looking here to chip it through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hall. Oh, can he get onto this? Stones gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's a nice ball. Donnarumma is there and he can get that clear. That's a good run down the left. Oh, Moose with the cross. Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
What a throw in. Bruno Guimaraes, and it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. Murphy. Livramento, showing good feet. And here's Murphy. Played out to the right. And he shoots! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Foden powering forward here. Haaland, Foden, and here's Haaland, and the shot! In for the pieces! And he hits the net!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Hope, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, and you're paying a visit to your net.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. And a chance! Calmly anticipates. Stones gently done. Rodri. Ruben Diaz. Oh, good spread. It's just beyond his reach. He's onto it in a flash. Ruben Diaz. Guardiola, aim forwards. Guardiola. Livramento did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Jackie Foden! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rodri. Jim, it looks to me as though both sides are shifting their tactics here, aren't they?
Well, it's attack versus defence now, and it's actually quite abrasive. One side looking to get balls into the box, and the other doing their utmost to repel whatever arrives.
Now it's Murphy. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Lewis. And it's Bernardo Silva. Guardiola. Moved on forwards. Could be danger here. And here's Murphy. Gordon! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Gordon has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Haaland tries to thread one through. Oh, that's neat. Here, diving header! Oh, should have put that away. Bernardo Silva with the short one. Jackie. Rodri. Chow getting this one clear. Bernardo Silva. And here's Marmouche. Takes aim and crosses. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Loose with the cross.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Marmouche.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Foden making good progress on the right-hand side.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Willock forwards and with intent. Ruben Dias. And here's Haaland.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rodri. Ruben Dias. Pinged towards the front line. Haaland finds himself offside.
You can hear the annoyance in the crowd. The frustration is growing.
There's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Played out wide. He's in space and looking for options.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Vardiol gently done. Haaland. Pressing's intense and it's played off. Gordon.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's O'Reilly. He's having a shot! There are a few waiting for it. Cleared away. Good take, and is he in?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Chow gets good distance on it. Oh, they could be caught out here. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. And it's played forward. Bernardo Silva. Marmouche.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Gordon, and the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. The changes then in quick succession.
Well, the stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with this.
Oh, what a try! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Livramento. And it's Willock. Oh, that's a very... Can he finish? Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And no, he couldn't find the finish. And it's hoisted clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, they can break here. He's got away. And the referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Chow attempts a clearance.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Tries a deft little ball. Matheus Nunes. Hit into the middle. Gets it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Matheus Nunes go in search of a late winner. And it's O'Reilly. He has found a way through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That'll be a throw-in. Hall.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Applies the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. There's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Marmouche. And here's Haaland. And the shots! And that's a real chance missed. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And they've got a throw. And it's Nunez. O'Reilly opts to play it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Joelinton goes pulsing down that left-hand side. Hall. Ah, such a clever touch. Here's the chance to cross. And he's heaved it away. Chow. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Marmouche. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's definitely not his best.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Murphy. Livramento. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's hoisted clear. Bruno Guimaraes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Chow. Bruno Guimaraes. Pope sends that a long way. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the left it goes. Could be danger here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Joelinton wins the duel this time. Hall shifted upfield. Rodri. Willock. And it's Livramento. Livramento's cross. Bernardo Silva proves too strong. Out to the right.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
O'Reilly. He's in plenty of space here. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rodri. O'Reilly. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. And here's Foden. Foden plays it in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Joelinton. Final seconds, this has to be it. And here's Joelinton! Split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Murphy. Here's Willock. Willock.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Gordon has created one goal already. There will be 4 extra minutes. Right, looks a good ball through. Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And claimed it back swiftly. Great work on the overlap. Ruben Diaz tries to clear. Matthews Nunes. The final seconds now. Great defending, strong and determined. That's really well manoeuvred. Rodri cuts out the pass. O'Reilly. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Stones. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball that. Nicely intercepted. Chance here to counter. Hall. Hall gently done. Ruben Diaz with the clearance. Oh, that's nice. Aimed in towards... Shoots! It's off target and by quite a way. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. O'Reilly chips it through. That is lovely. Bernardo Silva. Marmouche. And he's got his cross in. And it's played forward. And it's Bernardo Silva. It is now or never. Time is against them. So what can they make of this?
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Xiao.
Linton. Willock. Back into the middle. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Brilliantly cut out. Pope, on ball by the goalkeeper. Natchez Nunes gets over and intercepts.
Guardiola.
Stones. Ruben Diaz.
Guardiola.
Ruben Diaz, driven forward. Hall. Oh, super find. Oh, great play. Turns and goes back. Barnes. It'll be a throw-in. Here comes another cross. That's too far for anyone. Bernardo Silva. Stones. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Stones. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Ball is over the line. Now it's Haaland. Foden. Now it's Haaland. Barnes. Willock. Murphy. Rodri. Can he spark a counter here? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Foden elects to cross. Barnes. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ruben Diaz. And it's Bernardo Silva. Over to the left. Moved on forwards. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Haaland has been caught there. It's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Somehow he managed to miss it. Guardiola makes the interception.
O'Reilly. Rodri. Marmoush. Haaland. That's been drilled forward. And he cuts out the supply. Haaland. Right. Chance for a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Played it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's Rodri. Chance, surely! That has been knocked clear. Bernardo Silva. Now this could be a chance. Marmoush. Oh, he's dealt with that well. And here's Marmoush. Very nicely done. That's an excellent interception. Barnes forwards and with intent. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Willock. Barnes. Livramento. That's good play. Time to deliver. Now this could go for a shot! Murphy. Here's a corner. That's very neat. It's Joelinton. Bruno Guimaraes. Joelinton played out towards the right wing. Up he goes! Oh, should have put that away. Ruben Dias does really well to win the ball there. Stones. A corner it is then. Be a throw-in. Now it's Joelinton. Murphy. Decent chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Bernardo Silva, now he's off and running. Botman, up towards the front line. Stones getting this one clear. Oh, what a climb! And that's a real chance missed. Stones. Ruben Dias. Haaland. Now it's Foden. Barnes. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Guimaraes. Haaland with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Bernardo Silva, gently done. Marmoush. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Murphy, aim forwards.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Haaland, laid out to the left flank, caresses it through. Oh, they could be caught out here. Played in, and the finish! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Hall. And here's Barnes. Can he deliver? He is just caressing the ball. Barnes with the cross. Oh, terrible pass. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. So who's he picking out? In with the challenge. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Bernardo Silva. Moved on forwards. Xiao. Willock. Oh, good spread. Bernardo Silva. And here's Marmoush. Guardiol. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Knocks it out wide. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Played into the middle. Out again for a throw-in. Bernardo Silva. And that for a class finish.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Goal for Manchester City. After 99 minutes is number 20.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And it's played forward. And it's Hall.
Big chance!
Hall is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution for Manchester City. Number 47. Phil Foden.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Number 26.
Chooses to go back. Barnes! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Out of play for a throw. Hall. And here's...
Can he find the finish?
So close to drawing level.
Barnes was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Rodri shifted upfield. Hall, nicely aimed pass. Natchez Nunes. And it's O'Reilly. Savinho. O'Reilly. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vardiol. Ruben Dias. Stones. Stones forwards and with intent. Joe Linton, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ruben Dias. Aimed forwards. Haaland, Savinho, Barnes, Rodri puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! And that would have won it.
Haaland really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Murphy. Willock. Oh, Red, nice interception. Wins the duel this time. Livramento, gently done. O'Reilly. Vardiol. And it's played forward. Haaland chasing after it. Marmouche. Ruben Dias. Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. Thiaw clears it away. Thiaw, good looking ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Willock. Bruno Guimaraes. Played out to the right. Livramento. And that's aimed into the middle. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Now then, the ball's come loose. Xiao. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Murphy. Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. Barnes. Nice physical challenge.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of
Stokes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. O'Reilly. Natchez Nunes. Now it's Savinho. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Bernardo Silva. Might be danger here. And here's Savinho. Savinho. Now, what about a counter-attack? Joelinton. Willock. Joelinton. Murphy. Stones gets it away. Out for a throw. Joelinton. Now here's the delivery. Murphy gets flagged offside. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Now it's Savinho, and it's O'Reilly. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Moved on forwards. Murphy spread out to the left. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, or I think did many in this crowd.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
And we are already back underway. It's been eventful, okay. Goals, yes, though largely unwanted ones. Stones. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Guimaraes. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Marmouche. Rodri. That is a little undercooked. Willock. Out to the left it goes. Barnes. Joelinton. Joelinton. Lobbed in behind. Vardiol gets rid without sophistication. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Jacob Murphy. Willock. Aim forwards. Calmly anticipates. Vardiol. Marmouche.
Jacob Murphy. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Joelinton. Joelinton. Oh, easy pickings there. Bruno Guimaraes. Joelinton. That's really well manoeuvred. Defending of the desperate variety. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Murphy. Chance! And that could have brought them level.
Jacob Murphy clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Stones attempts a clearance. O'Reilly shifted upfield. And that's put paid to a promising move. Clipped into space. Murphy. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Matches Nunes, gets it clear. Rodri with the slide tackle there. Danger averted for now. Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Great defending, strong and determined. Willock defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Livramento. Ruben Dias. Stones. Rodri. Haaland. Now he's off and running. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Marmouche. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Hall gets good distance on it. Bernardo Silva. Guardiola. Ruben Dias. Forwards and with intent. Out to the right. He's onto it in a flash. And they can counter here. Ruben Dias with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. And that has been cleared. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And he's there to get it away. And it's Joelinton. And here's Barnes. Oh, great chance. Savinho.
Stones.
Matheus Nunes. Haaland. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Savinho. Plenty waiting in the middle. Savinho's cross.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Vardiol getting this one clear. Proves too strong. Bruno Guimaraes over to the left. Crossed into the box. Stones clears it away. They get a throw in. Rodri. O'Reilly. Oh, good spread. Can he latch on to this? O'Reilly. There are a few waiting for it. And it's Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Rodri.
Haaland. O'Reilly.
Rodri.
Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Marmoush. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Bruno Guimaraes, gently done. Spread out to the left. Barnes. Can he deliver? Barnes delivers. Defending of the desperate variety.
And we have substitutions taking place.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
He's in a great position. He's having a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Barnes absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
And he shoots!
Cleared without complication.
And it's played forward. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva, forwards and with intent.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Marmoush. Bernardo Silva.
Rodri.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Bernardo Silva, gently done. And it's O'Reilly. He's got to be in here!
Bernardo Silva.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, can he get onto this? Marmouche. Ball's played through. Savinho. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Nunes. Savinho. Byrne makes the interception. Very nicely done. Here it is, crossed in. He can get that clear.
Matthews Nunes.
Savinho.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Out towards the flank. Haaland. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's been won straight back. Rodri. It's Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Marmouche. Haaland, and he's gone backward here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Barnes. Byrne. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's Joe Linton. And here's Barnes. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. That's tidy. Hit into the middle.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
That's a little off target. Botman does really well to win the ball there.
Barnes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
O'Reilly tries to think it through.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And the fourth official has advised that we have substitutions taking place.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
That'll be a throw. Willock. Bruno Guimaraes. Byrne shifted upfield. And we expected better, and so did he. That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Nice control. So who's he picking out? And they've been given a corner. Matthews Nunes. He's in, surely! Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Savinho. Haaland. Goes for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So that's it, it is all over. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge of your seat encounter, and importantly, it offered the right result.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Alex O'Neill celebrating today from all of your friends and family.